Welcome into Good Day After the Show, streaming exclusively on WTOL 11+. Amanda Faye enjoying some vacation time. Tatiana Cash joining me on the couch.
Thank you for letting me come. It's going to be fun. Even though you don't have food for me, you've got some educational aspects.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Because we have Tim Miller joining us on the couch.
Guys.
Hey, Tim. So, Tim, we've been doing this WTOL 11+.
Right.
So this is extended coverage for so many people when it comes to investigative pieces. Here, Good Day After the Show, Off the Radar.
Right.
Well read, well said. And now, a brand new show.
That's right.
And you're the face of it. Tell us about it.
Do you remember the name?
Tim takes you there.
Yeah.
Said with a
We
spicy.
were trying to come up with the name with a little bit of alliteration, building off my name. It's just one of those things where I like to try to do things on time off, on weekends, go to different places. I'm a huge history buff, and I talk about it a lot of times with Ryan, too. All the years I've been here, 18 years, I never had gotten to the Hayes Presidential Museum in Fremont. Even though we talk to them a lot, people talk about it a lot. It's just one of those things, got busy, never get a chance to go. So October, I had a few days off, and I went out on my own, did a tour, and it was just such a cool tour that I said, hey, let's go there with the camera and walk through the house and through the museum. So that's Josh Dubert, he's the historian there, and our story is all done, and it's now available on WTOL 11+. We go through the different rooms in the house. There's a couple of pictures of Abraham Lincoln in the house, which Rutherford B. Hayes, our 19th president, was, of course, in the Civil War. He was wounded 5 times, the most wounded president ever.
Wow.
So talk about like a war hero, right? Always put himself in harm's way. And this was the dining room here. They actually do Christmas-type dinners in there. And then we have here the museum itself, where you have the bust of Rutherford B. Hayes and a lot of cool things in there. So if you love history and you haven't had a chance to go to the Hayes Museum yet, this is the place to be. You can go to the house, you can do a tour, you can then go into the museum. So Josh kind of took us around and showed us some pretty cool things.
Okay, really fun. So, Tim, you're taking us there.
Right.
So, the idea for this show, where did it come from, and what are you hoping viewers, when they tune in, they're able to take with them?
Originally, we were thinking hidden gems.
Okay.
Like, what are some places around here? Like, you have certain places everybody knows about. They've been to the Toledo Zoo, but I'm trying to look for either a unique place or something at, say, the zoo that people haven't seen before. In fact,
you kind of walk past sometimes. Yeah.
The next installment or episode we're going to have, which should be available very soon here, is a behind-the-scenes tour at the zoo.
Okay.
Nice.
A lot of people don't know that you can take behind-the-scenes tours. You can sign up for it, and they took us to the red-ruffed lemurs and their enclosure. So we got, it was kind of cool to go behind the gates. They opened up the special gates that are always locked, and they took us in there, and we actually got to feed the lemurs too.
Fun.
So I think that's going to be available either today or next week. So we're looking for things that maybe you haven't had a chance to go to before. And I always like to say the Hayes Presidential Library Museums is not a hidden gem because people know about it, but have you gone out there and visited it? That's the thing. And so we're going to be showing you the zoo lemurs and how you can feed them. And there was a cool story that we talk about in the lemur story coming up, that there was a family that booked a tour. I don't know if it was for a birthday or something. They blindfolded their family member, didn't tell them where they were going.
Oh, dear.
But they were a huge fan of the zoo and animals. So then they took the blindfold off, and here they are in this behind-the-scenes tour. So it's really cool. We're trying to find some things that maybe you guys haven't done before or visited. So
are you taking tips as well?
I'd like to take suggestions, sure, all the time. I'm thinking about maybe Fallen Timbers, not the mall. I've been there a lot of times, but the history part of it. I'm a big Civil War guy, but I need to learn more about Fallen Timbers and what happened there after this.
So with the show, are you leaning, or do you think you're going to lean more so towards the history side of things?
Sometimes I think. I just want it to be interesting. Obviously the zoo, there's a lot of history at the zoo too, but I'm looking for, is there like a special mechanism that opens a bridge up or something? Things like that, maybe we could get special access. Maybe call some people.
Use your media credentials.
Maybe so, yeah.
Do you know who I am? I am Tim Miller from Tim Takes You There. You give me something else.
Right, so if you've been somewhere that was really cool, maybe a lot of people don't know about it, shoot me an email, timothymiller@wtol.com, or on my social media pages, and maybe we'll come on out.
Yeah. What about like food spots, Tim? Are you like looking to do? Are you looking to do stuff like
You
that?
know that I have this huge food palette.
You don't.
No, I don't. I'm very restricted in what I like to eat, but I'm cool with that too. Or is there a special way that food is made or something like that, or a steak at Mancy's, something like that? So we're looking for little hidden gems, and this is a little bit about our zoo lemurs, which is going to be available soon. So
whatever it is, you want it to be accessible to everyone if possible. So while it is a hidden gem, everybody should still be able to get there and get going in a sense of being
if not, maybe
access.
we're the only way that you can see it, and you have to watch.
Okay. I like that a lot.
Here's the zoo lemurs.
Look at 'em.
They were so cute. But they're in a cage for a reason. There's barricades there. In fact, was trying to feed one of them, and I dropped one of the things, and I told Coral Stoddard, who's the mammal manager there, I said, I wanted to pick it up and give it to the lemur. She's like, do you want to keep your fingers?
Oh my goodness.
Because even though they were friendly to us there, you never know what they're going to try to grab onto. So they were hanging upside down and stuff, and a lot of fun. It made me think of Madagascar.
Oh yeah, you gotta move it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the only country that has lemurs.
It is.
And it had to do with years and years ago, the island broke off, and that's just kind of where
It's
they
funny.
were.
I know that rare fact as well about
yeah.
lemurs. So with this show, Tim, are you staying in Northwest Ohio, or are you looking to venture into Michigan a little bit as well?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't have anything against Michigan except for football team. Sorry, Michigan.
So
fans.
you don't want to do a behind-the-scenes tour at the Big House?
I actually would love to do that.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
There you go.
Could you imagine a Buckeyes fan doing a behind-the-scenes tour
I
of the
want you
Big
to
House?
be decked out though when you go. It
they'd
needs to
have
be
to
just
let
a
me in,
little
though.
bit disrespectful, just a little bit. Like you just
Or, like,
magically take
reveal
off
a
your jacket.
t-shirt underneath.
Oh no, I didn't know. So sorry. And put it back
Tell
on.
them I'm a big Michigan fan and I want to tour the. Actually, they might want to do that, having a Buckeye fan come.
Yeah,
see
they
it.
might. They might try to find a
show
way
you
of convincing
right.
you to become a Wolverine fan.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll happen for you.
But I would say you can't bring up the last 4 or 5 games against Ohio.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't agree to that. But that's a great example of what is it about, say, the Big House or Ohio Stadium? So I'm not opposed to going out
I'm
of town.
thinking
for that.
too, like if you could get up to Detroit, like the Motown tour as well.
Oh yeah,
It's
there's
really
a
fun.
place I haven't
The
gone
Henry
to.
Ford Museum.
My mom
too.
was actually born in Detroit, lived there for 7 years.
Well, then go
really?
stop by Mother's house. Include her in the story.
I'd have to find it if it's still there.
Yeah, that would be cool to see the Heidelberg Project up in Detroit.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
And I mention these
Yep.
things because Gloria and I, we do them, and it's about 45 minutes away.
It's
so
so
pretty
close.
fun
They're
to
like
go
the
do.
Henry Ford. There's so much.
Yeah,
There's so much there to see, and I know that's a place where a lot of people have been to, but. No, we don't want to reveal everything because we want you to go to the actual. No, I mean we want you to go to the actual Hayes Museum, but we try to show as many things as we can, and maybe because one cool thing about the Hayes Presidential Center is, there's a fee to get in, but you can walk the grounds there. It's actually an arboretum.
Okay.
They have so many species of trees. You can take the dog out there. You can go for a walk. You can do all kinds of things. You can see the grave site and the tomb and all that.
Yeah.
So it's really a cool place, and it seems like it's in this little area of Fremont. Spiegel Grove, and then you get there and you're like, wow, there's a lot of things that happen. So
I like the fact that you told me that it's not family friendly, but also dogs. If you can mention that anytime you're doing a lot of stuff, that allows me to just know how much of my family I can bring.
Yeah.
oh,
like
for
that.
sure, and you can bring the kids, and it's just really, and it's actually some paved trails there.
And I think people will love, and Tim takes you there if you bring Sonny along as well.
Yes, my
Do
golden.
it.
I thought about that. I thought we could do another thing on WTOLM Plus, like the Golden Days or something. Like that. I won't show you my arm about how when we're
That's
playing,
good.
she eventually starts biting my arm.
No, it's on you.
For some reason, I'm the only family member that she does that.
It's because she loves you.
Not nibble bites.
Oh no! Some days I wonder. Nibble bites sometimes. Other times it's like, wow, she's
full on.
really. It's usually because she's eating or chewing things, and I kind of have to take her away from it. She does not like to be disciplined.
You're disciplining.
It's like that. It's like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I
It's
get
like
it.
kids almost.
Yep,
It's only-
that's what I was
My
thinking.
kids are older now. Now I have a puppy.
Now you
that I
got a
have to
puppy to
keep
do it
track
to
of,
you.
So.
So Tim takes you there live up on WTOL 11 Plus right now, streaming.
Right now in the Hayes Presidential Museum, and watch it as long as you want. We take you all the way through the house. And the zoo, the behind-the-scenes tour of the zoo lemurs, the red ruff lemurs. There are an endangered species, so it's good to talk about also how when kids come and they go to the zoo and they see them, that maybe they will be inspired to help out or have a career to kind of help move that along and save the species. So
Love that.
looking for cool ideas. So let me know if you have something.
Yeah, let Tim know. And Tim, thanks so much. Congratulations for launching.
Thank you.
the new
We're glad
show,
it's
too.
finally ready to roll.
I know it's a lot of work to put all of this together,
Yes.
plus your other
It's fun.
responsibilities too, but fun, so
Right.
really good. So Tim,
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll be back with more Good Day after the show, and we'll learn a little bit more about Tatiana. You'll see.
Hello.
Hey, welcome back to Good Day After the Show, streaming exclusively here on WTOL 11+. So, Tatiana, I want to learn a little bit about you.
Aw.
You're going to learn about me, too.
Okay, yay.
This will be fun. So, we're going to play a game.
Okay.
Would you rather?
Yes.
So, I have a list of questions here.
I'm ready.
I forget how many questions I've
It doesn't
composed.
matter. Let's just do it. We're friends now.
Okay.
We're more friends because you don't get a choice because I get to ask questions to you, but
Yes, so let's get into it. So let's bring our first question up. So would you rather know the date of your death or the cause of your death? Yeah, this is getting deep, right?
So personally, I would rather know the date because at the end of the day, I'm completely aware of the fact that we all have to pass. That is not a big deal. If you told me the cause, the paranoia would be way too much. If you said it would be a slip and fall, what kind of slip and fall? Give me all the details. Now I'm going to avoid pools. But again, it's going to happen. But if you told me on this day, in preferably 60 years,
Okay.
70 years.
Okay, 80,
Just
90.
you did something. 60 years. Yeah, 60. I would be able to just be like, on this day, shut down shop. Cool. I can make plans. We can have a party.
Okay.
I've already said that, for me personally, I want to be cremated, and then everybody has to take a little piece of me and then just talk to me when they're bored. I'm aware that I'm not here. I'm aware. This is what I'm asking.
Okay, you
But-
wouldn't know anyway, but okay.
I know, but this is just my comfort. I would rather know the day so that way I can just go ahead and prepare for it. Because again, you cannot avoid it. Death is quite literally, there are two things in life we are assured: birth, death. That's it. So if I knew the day.
Paying taxes too, but that's another story.
Oh, God. So then there's that. But so yeah, for me, I want to know the date. Please don't tell me how. Just tell me the date. I'll put it in my little Apple Watch. Hey, don't forget.
Okay.
Death Day's happening. Are you ready, girl?
I think it would be on your mind at all times. I think I would want to know the cause
Okay.
outside of the date. And the reason why is because I don't want to have that date on my mind constantly.
I see that.
But maybe I could see different ways of trying to avoid it. I don't know.
But yeah, I'm gonna say and what if it's gruesome?
Well,
That wouldn't mess with you any. It's just it's a plane crash, but not just a plane crash, Stephen. Like the plane crashes,
I'll
right?
never get in a plane.
See,
that's easy.
See,
You see what I'm saying?
But then you saying one day, let's say the Gloria's like, Stephen, we have to get on this plane.
But she knows
the world's
this.
on fire.
No,
and she
we're
also
walking.
knows this. Yeah.
Go get a bike. We're not getting on a plane.
See, but again, because if we're talking final destination, fine. You don't get on the plane gonna come to you, bruh.
No, it's not happening. You said plane crash, so
Yeah.
you can't change
Crash.
it. No, you can't change it.
No, you walking and the plane.
We're going too much on this one. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. We got a time limit. Let's do it. What's the next one? Okay, so would you rather lose all your memories or never be able to make new ones?
Aw.
Yeah, these are some deep questions here.
Would I rather lose all of my memory?
Or never be able to make new ones. Whoa.
So my
Whoa.
short-term memory is just garbage
Gone.
now.
And you can't make new
Or
ones.
I just cannot make new memories.
It seems like it's a lose-lose with this.
Because I was about to say, because I think about it from a personal standpoint. Let's say it started today. I wouldn't remember who this person is.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah, so that's a lose-lose. I think we're on the same page with that one. What else do we have here?
Yeah, because there's no.
Yeah, that's a lose-lose.
No.
Okay, so would you rather lose? Okay,
No,
that's the
that
same
one. So
next one.
We both don't know.
All right. Would you rather have unlimited money but no time, or unlimited time but no money?
I mean, if you ask us currently right now, baby, we got sunshine and no money. I'm just saying, nothing has changed.
Currently living one of those, right?
Just a little bit of a lot. How many else of us are out there just having time? Money's trying. But I will answer the question honestly. I would rather have unlimited time and no money because as we've had the conversations, if I am on my deathbed, at no point have I ever said, man,
I should have worked a little bit more.
I really wish I went in and gave myself more time to just PTO that I never use. Like, nah.
But currently, if anyone wants to donate some funds our way,
Go
right?
ahead.
Just go ahead
and then you can trim off a little bit of time if you want at the same time. Not a lot, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a smidge.
I like that one. All right, what else do we have? Would you rather win $1 million tomorrow or get $100,000 every year for 15 years?
Easily, 100,000 every 15 years. That is a math thing. I am not about
Yes.
instant gratification.
Right.
Also, that first 100,000, so student loans, lots of different debts will be paid, and then next year we're investing. Next year we're putting things away.
Okay.
But we are trying to live a more debt-free life. So if I got $1 million, I can tell you, I can say with honesty, I can't do cash in my pocket.
Okay, you spend it, it burns
Burns.
a hole in,
It's
burns a hole in your
itchy,
pocket.
Stephen.
Okay.
It's itchy.
Okay.
So to avoid the itch, we're gonna go ahead and space it out. But if I were, let's say we were in our 50s or 60s, maybe I would take that
Take the million.
up front because, you know, no time.
So Tim Miller is off to the side. I don't think he has a mic on anymore. What did you say, Tim?
Cash money. I don't like it in my
Hold
hand.
up, I don't know what the people heard. Tim said your name is cash, but you don't like it.
But I don't like it. I don't like it in my hand. Tim is not wrong, I'm about to say, because again, if you want cash, put in change, or if you want change, put in cash. But I don't, because literally you're gonna run out.
Okay, I'll take the 100,000 every year as well, just because of the math. Yeah, more money. Yeah, you can invest and take your time with things. Okay, so would you rather be the smartest person in the room or the funniest?
Can I say that this is very easy right here? I feel like personally, you are one of the smartest people that I like to interact with, and I'm
well,
hilarious.
thanks.
I am hilarious.
Well, I don't think I'm one of the smartest people in the room, but it would be nice to be. But being funny, I think people like the funny person a
'Cause
little
we're
bit more than the
fun.
smartest person. Smartest person is a little.
They can be pretentious, but I'm not saying that you're pretentious.
I was going to say irritating. So basically, Tatiana, I'm irritating.
You are not irritated. Steven Jackson. Swear to God. No, it's the fact that I find your intellect, I find the wisdom, I like asking you questions, I like irritating you if I can. And then also, like, what is the phrase? Like, if you're the smartest person in the room, get out.
Get out. Yeah, it's a problem.
Because you need to be able to constantly learn, evolve, and change. And that's why I like being funny, because again, if I can find the smartest person in the room, take what I need from them, make them laugh,
Yes.
I win.
Yeah, you do win in that. Yeah, I take the funniest person too.
Yeah.
I think I'm funny.
I never said you weren't funny. I'm just saying you're also smart. It's your own fault.
Well, thanks. Half and half. All right, so what else do we have? I think we got some more here. So would you rather play with your favorite athlete or against them? Now, I don't know if this really helps you at all. So this leans more towards
This
me.
is a Steven thing. Let's ask Steven first.
So my favorite athlete, oh man, I don't know if I have a favorite athlete of all time, just maybe I do.
Let's go with your top sports.
Okay, so golf, right?
Okay.
It would be Tiger Woods or Tony Finau, right? And I would want to play with them, not against them, because that's an automatic loss.
Yes.
Yeah, and I feel like I will learn a lot from them when it comes to golf. But when it comes to basketball, Derrick Rose is my favorite, so in his prime, of course.
Derrick.
I would like to play against him, and here's why. I feel like it would be such a challenge to play defense against someone like that, because he was so explosive when it came to.
He's very tall.
He's 6'2". He's not a very tall guy,
Oh, okay.
but super athletic.
Could you take him?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. There he is. See, and that's the Derrick I remember right now. #1 for the Bulls before the dreads. Yeah, too big, too fast, too strong,
I've seen this person.
too good.
All right.
Yeah,
I know.
phenomenal.
Got
So
you
have no answer for that.
Well, in the sense of I would be afraid, so let's say I find a favorite athlete, immediately Serena Williams comes to mind just because tennis, but I am already terrible at tennis.
So you have to play with her.
So I have to play, and I don't know, can I be her ball girl? Like, because my fear is, sure, I'm playing with her, and she is like, come on, because I am a very competitive person. And also, if I'm competitive and not good at the sport, you can't also be angry when Serena, she would be like, look, daycare. I did not retire and take time away from my children for you to just be terrible in the back or in the front. Go sit down somewhere.
And your daughter's name is her name backwards. Yeah.
Yes, because Serena Williams has a clothing line called Anaris.
Oh, nice.
And my mother's name is also Serena. So
Yeah.
that was the big thing as to why we did it like that. So yeah, I don't want to bring shame to Peanut or Anaris or Miss Williams. So I'm going to just hold off. We just going, you know, sit off to the side, but I'm going to clap.
You'll clap.
I'm going to do my golf.
Okay. All right. I think we have one more. Yeah.
Yes.
So would you rather have to sing everything you say or dance every time you walk?
In my household, I have a tiny person who cannot hold a note to save her life, but anytime any music comes on, let us say that we just got done having a punishment, because this literally happened yesterday. We ran too far into a parking lot, so naturally the mommy voice came out. I said, I know you messing with the wrong one today. So after that happened, we got in the car. She shed her little crocodile tears. She sat down, and I said, Mommy's not talking to you till we get to the house. I said, cool. And then Kendrick Lamar, she's a big Kendrick fan, came on, and she said, Mommy, can I dance? Yes, my love.
I know that it just softened you, didn't it?
Because of course my mother-in-law was in the car and she giggled. I said, "Don't you laugh." I said, "Yes, you may dance. You are not punished from expressing yourself." So then in the background, you just see this.
Just doing it. Good for her.
So yeah, we would be just a full family of dancers if that were the thing. Oh yeah, because your girl loves to shake it.
Okay, well, I'm already an excellent dancer. I'm the best dancer in any room I walk in.
Any room.
But I can't sing, so I would love to be able to sing like everything, all the time.
So then by you practicing, eventually you're gonna get good even if you weren't good to begin with.
No, you haven't heard me sing.
I have not.
It's rough.
All right.
Tone deaf. So we do have, this is the last one. Okay, so would you rather be followed around by theme music everywhere you go or have sound effects play every time you move?
That is so annoying.
I think the sound effects would be great.
Why do yours sound like comic book?
Because it would be.
Kapow.
It would be like everything you do, every move you make, it would be like a comic strip. It would be phenomenal.
Makes me think of like the old Batman videos.
Yes.
He pours coffee. Dun, dun.
Wouldn't that be fun?
No.
Yes, it
would be
would.
obnoxious.
That's the point.
No, well, if this is my life now, I prefer theme music because then maybe it could pull me out of a mood because I always think sometimes in terms of like, okay, so again, I go back to, because I'm still mad about it because she could have hurt herself, so I'm just angry. So it's just like, you know.
had an angry song as your soundtrack?
Dun, dun, dun.
Right.
As the nurse is going and say, I know you messing with the wrong one. So then the music.
Oh, it brings you down.
It brings you down. And then like, now I'm laughing, so maybe I can't discipline my child correctly. But there is a mood for everything that happens in life. You have certain smells that you remember from summer, winter,
Sure.
whatnot. To have a specific song that even goes with it,
Okay,
that would be awesome.
I get it, but the sound effect.
You just ready for some noise?
Phenomenal at all times. It would be so good. Yeah. So, how did you feel about Would You Rather? Did you enjoy that?
I enjoyed. You did. You picked good questions. The only question that was like, of course, sad and that we lost on both accounts was
Short memory.
the short memory or just no memories whatsoever. See, now I got it. I'm already in my short memory. Oh my God, it's happening right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
In real time.
In real time.
That was great. Thanks, Tatiana. It was
course.
fun.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
and we thank you for joining us here on Good Day After the Show, streaming exclusively on WTOL 11 Plus. Tell a friend about the show and make sure you tell them to download it on their smart TV for free. Have a good one.